Hello, first graders. It is Miss Jen, and today for math, what we're going to do is we're going to learn more about adding to 20. And before we do that, I have a puzzle for you. Imagine that I had 3 penguins, and each of those penguins lays 2 eggs. So I have 3 penguins, and each of them lay 2 eggs. If I was going to show that on a 10 frame, how would I show that? You can pause your video and to draw your 10 frame. So mine looks like this. And then fill it in. Remember, we're filling it in top and bottom for each penguin to show that each penguin lays 2 eggs. And once you're done, it looks like this. So my question for you is, how do I show it on my number rack? So I have 1 penguin. I have 2 penguins. And now I have 3 penguins. Can somebody tell me why I moved 2B to add a time instead of just 1? Yes, that is true because each penguin lays how many eggs? 2. Now, does this look like what we drew here? Very true. So, today what we're going to do is we're going to talk about penguins, and they don't know how to social distance, so they like to march in pairs, which means they like to march in twos. So, my puzzle for you is, here are 6 penguins milling about. Milling is another word for walking. Can they march in pairs? What do you think? Give you a minute to think about it. Okay. So, if we did something like this, where we colored each penguin, so this penguin's yellow, and he has a partner. He has a partner. And then they also have partners, and then they also have partners. So, can they march in pairs? Or march in twos? Let's see. Let's see if you're right, because I heard some people say yes. Let's see if you're right. Yes. Okay. So, if you want to show that on a number rack, imagine there are 6 penguins marching in pairs. And how many pairs are there? 3 pairs, because there is 1 pair, 2 pairs, and 3 pairs. Okay, so I have another puzzle for you. Now I have 8 penguins, and I also want to walk in pairs or groups of 2. Can they march in groups of 2 or pairs? Yes, they can. And how do you know? Maybe you counted and you're like, this one has a partner, these 2 have a partner, these 2 have a partner, these 2 have a partner. Okay, so if I also can count by 2s too on my number rack, so I can say 2, 4, 6, and 8. All right, so one more puzzle for you. There are now 9 penguins, and they want to form groups of 2. Can they form groups of 2? Some people are saying yes, some people are saying no. Let's see if that is true. Okay, so we have 2 penguins, 4, 6, and 8. How many more do we have until 9? 1 more. So can they march in pairs? No, they cannot. And this, first graders, is something called a doubles plus 1. What that means is 4 plus 4 plus 1, or double 4 plus 1 more equals 9. Good job. All right, so we're going to work on doubles plus 1 facts right now. If you have this page, go and get it. You can pause the video to find it. Okay, so the first one says number of penguins, and it's asking you, do all the penguins have a partner? Yes or no? I'm going to let you pause the video, let you think about it. If it helps, you can always draw circles of your penguins on a scrap piece of paper or on your whiteboards. So I have 2, 4, 6, 8, and 10 penguins. Do they all have a partner? Yes. And how many groups of 2 do I see? I see 1, I see 2, I see 3, 4, and 5. So 5 plus 5 equals 10. So 10 is the same as 5 plus 5, or double 5. All right, let's look at the next one, which is, can 7 connect march as partners? Yes or no? Give you a minute to think about it. And if you need to draw it, you can always draw it. So I'm going to draw mine on my Post-it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So if your drawing kind of looks like this, give yourself a pat on the back. Pew, 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 pew. Can they walk in pairs? No, they cannot. So let's circle no. And then how many groups of 2 do we see? We saw 1, we saw 2, and we saw 3. So we can say 3 plus 3 plus 1 is the same as 7. Our double 3 plus 1 more is 7. Okay, I'm going to skip ahead and do number 8. Find 8 on yours. So, can the penguins, if there are 8 penguins, can they march all in pairs? Yes or no? Give you a couple seconds to think about it. And if you found it, you can write your equation. Okay, so I drew 8 penguins here. 2, 4, 6, and 8. And I'm noticing that I have one group of 2, another group of 2, another group of 2, and one more group of 2. So how many groups of 2 do I have? I have 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'm going to write 4 plus 4. Okay, so I'm going to do 13, and that'll be the last one I'm going to do with you today. Okay, so if we had 13 penguins, can they march as pairs or groups of 2? Yes or no? And once you're there, make sure you can use your circles to help you. So yours should look like this. Because I have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, and one more. So that means this is 6 plus 6 and one more. All right, so I want you to try the rest by yourselves. If you have questions, you can always call me, or you can send me a picture on Class Dojo and tell me, Miss Chen, you're very confused, or Miss Draper, I'm very confused. Please help me. Other than that, be safe, be kind, listen to your grown-ups, and I'll see you later for another math lesson. Bye.